Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. I welcome you all to my videos. This is going to be a speaking video, so I welcome you all the people from Pakistan, people from India, people from Bangladesh, Nepal, China, Sri Lanka, UAE, Saudi Arabia, then America and Africa. Great hello from Asad Yaqub to Africa and my students in Africa. Anyways, the purpose of this video series is to give you the actual answers which you can deliver in your IELTS test to get good bench scores. So let's take a start. Today we are going to talk about home and all the questions which are relevant or related to home. Let's start. Examiner might ask you a question, can you describe your home? If examiner asks you, can you describe your home? Do not start thinking, what should I describe about my home? What should I say and all that? You can simply say, I live on the top floor of a building, or I live on the first floor of a building. I live on a ground floor of a building, whatever you want to say. It's quite small, but 60 square meters. It has one bedroom and a small living room. Everyone says it's too small, but I think it's just the right size for me if you live in a small house. Otherwise, can you describe your home? Well, my home is a double-story house and it is situated in 4,000 square meters. And it is a fantastic house. There is beautiful garden along with my house and there is a nice garage where I park my car. So it's a beautiful house, something like that. Or you can give an answer like, well, we have a two-roomed flat, 2 bedrooms and a small sitting room overlooking the yard. In spite of being small, I think it is very cozy and convenient. This is how you guys need to answer. There are many other ways to answer as well. Now, the examiner might ask you a question, what is your favorite room? In your house, what is your favorite room? Usually it can be your own room or it can be living room or any other room in your house. So the question is, what is your favorite room? And you can say, my favorite room is, or my favorite room would have to be our sitting room, or my favorite room is our sitting room. Since it is north facing, it is brighter than the other rooms. Secondly, the balcony of my living room overlooking a beautiful flower bed full of climbing roses, something like that. Or you can say, my favorite room is my bedroom. It is very comfortable for me. I spend most of my time in my bedroom and there is a small study corner in my bedroom and I love reading books over there. So my favorite room, or the room I like the most in my house, is my bedroom. There can be any answer. There are 10 different ways to answer the same question. But remember, try to answer in 4-5 sentences. After that, examiner can ask you a question, describe your sitting room. Now you need to describe your sitting room. Sitting room is basically a sort of living room, or maybe in the old times we used to have drawing room. Now we call it sitting room. So you can say, well, it's L-shaped, quite spacious and airy. It is so bright and we get a lot of sunlight. There are windows on 2 sides of the room. There is a fireplace in the corner of the room and wallpaper is matched with the furnishings. We have a sofa and bookcase in our sitting room. You can give any other answer also. Like you can say, we have a rug, a set of chairs and a dinner table or dining table and a TV set there. The floor of our sitting room covered with fitted carpet. It's not very large. I like it very much. So you can answer like this as well. Okay, the next question is, examiner might ask you, where do you live? Where do you live means the place where you live. So you can answer, well, that is not so easy to answer. During the weekdays, I live in the dormitory or hostel of my university. But over the weekends, I live with my parents in a small town called, and then the name of the town. At present, I really do not know which one to call my home. Otherwise, where do you live? I live in Lahore, Kent, and that is a very posh area of Lahore and it's quite beautiful and there is greenery all around and this area is very famous in my city. Like this you can answer. Or alternative answer can be, at present, I'm sharing an apartment with a couple of friends It is in a city called Lahore. It has 3 rooms. One of the rooms is mine. Now, let's go on. If examiner asks you, what do you like best about the place you are living? What do you like best about the place you are living? So you can say, its location. My flat is very well located. I have easy access to most major motorways and shopping markets, right? So you can just answer like that, or you can say it's green space for sure. I live in a house overlooking a large garden. It has made my house so beautiful. Okay, the next question is, how far is your home from your workplace? How far is your home from your workplace? Now they're going to ask you this question if in the first question of IELTS speaking you say you are doing any job or you are doing any work, then they might ask you this question. So the answer can be, we live in one of the suburbs of the city and my workplace is about 10 kilometers away from my home. It usually takes me about half an hour or so to get to my workplace, right? Like that. Alternative answer can be, my home is quite close to my workplace. I can walk there in about 10 minutes and it's not a big deal to reach there within around 10 to 12 minutes. Something like that. Well, if examiner asks you, what would you like to change in your hometown? Now usually students get confused and they don't know how to answer this question. The question is, what would you like to change in your hometown? It can be the transport system, it can be the infrastructure, or it can be the introduction of any new facility. So you can answer, well, I'd like to change the transport system of my hometown because at present the transport system is not very convenient. There are just few buses and they are very slow. So if I am given a chance to change something about my hometown, that would be public transport system for sure. You can answer like that. And if they ask you a question, what would you like to change in your home? Now there is something you would like to change in your home, then you can say, well, I would like to do up our sitting room. I think the walls need painting, and if I can afford, I'll refit the kitchen, change the cabinets and have the floor tiled. Now it's in poor condition. You can give your own answer, but this is just, I'm giving you some ideas. Okay, alternative answer can be, I would like to redecorate our guest room and our livelier and use livelier colors. I think I should rearrange the furniture in the sitting room. Variety is the spice of life. You can answer like that as well. Now, if examiner asks you, would you prefer living in a house or flat? You can answer, on balance, living in a flat is more convenient and secure. On the other hand, the maintenance costs of having a house are usually higher. You can answer like this as well. Alright, the alternative answer can be like this. Although most apartments in big cities enjoy modern facilities, I still prefer living in a house. In my opinion, house living provides more comfort and independence. Secondly, one of the common problems of flat living is that not all residents of flats consider the rights of other neighbors. You can answer like that as well. And if examiner asks you, what is the most important feature that you consider when you choose a house or apartment? Now you need to talk about the feature of a house or apartment. What is the most important feature that you consider when you choose a house or apartment? You can say, well, a house should basically meet the personal needs of the owner. To me, facilities are the most important of all. Alternative answer can be, well, personally speaking, price is the most important aspect. However, I consider the things like age, size, style and location. You can answer like that. And if examiner asks you, do you live with your parents? So you can say, actually, I used to, but now I'm living on my own. Or you can say, yes, of course, I live with my parents and we have a very big house. My father constructed this house and we've been living here ever since. Like that you can answer. And if examiner asks you, describe your dream house, you need to switch on your imagination and think about your dream house. Let me think. The only thing that comes to my mind is that it would be somewhere on a hillside overlooking a beautiful lake with lots of rooms. Windows of the sitting room would be like the framed paintings. Wow, that's amazing, huh? So you can answer like that when you're describing your dream house. Alternative answer can be, if I could choose my dream home, I would say somewhere out of town with a good climate. It would be quite roomy with a large yard and the view of mountains. A place remote from the noisy cities where you can experience the beauty of nature. I can't think of anything else now. Wow, that's really a dream house. So this is how you can answer the questions if they ask you any questions about your home. Some other questions can be like, how many rooms are there in your apartment or house? What do you consider to be the most important room in your home? Does your home have a yard? If yes, what is it like? Which room do you spend most of your time in? Do you like the place where you live? How long have you lived there? How long do you expect to continue living there? Where do you think you will be living 5 years from now? Describe a room that you would like to spend time in. So these are just questions and you can answer these questions. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I also run another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You can subscribe to that channel as well. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, you can contact me for that. My WhatsApp number is given and I also offer online IELTS writing correction service. If you want to subscribe to correction service, you can contact me, send me a message and I'll send you all the details. Asad Yaqub wishes you a fantastic bench score in your IELTS speaking. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.